This time of year, there's so much to celebrate. I did in fact make my first loaf of challah, and it was far too dense, and my grandma is in the astral somewhere laughing at me. But hey, it was my first one, and it's only up from here. And then I have a story. Okay, so over the past few years, I've basically only purchased everything secondhand because I think it's important to not further contribute to overconsumption of the planet, and for us as humans to consciously consume things. But okay, so I made these soap bars a little over 6 weeks ago, and I needed an immersion blender. And I've literally been making soap using my blender, and it becomes such a mess. So knowing that I would be making soap for the holidays, I impulsively went and I bought an immersion blender. And then the next day I was at the thrift store and staring at me like this really nice immersion blender, and now I look at mine with guilt because I shouldn't have bought it. I should have just waited and not been impulsive. But you know what? I needed that. I think I needed that reminder that we never actually need anything the next day, and we can find everything we need in a conscious way. And I'm trying not to be too hard on myself because sometimes we just need those reminders. And it's not like I'm not going to use it, so. But yeah, so I made these about 6 weeks ago, which allowed them to fully cure before giving them out for Christmas. And I actually made them out of fresh rosemary and fresh lavender from the garden. And they honestly smelled wonderful, and everyone said they did as well, which just made me feel really good. So yeah, it really does feel so good to share homemade and homegrown things with others. As the year comes to a close, I've been considering what's happened throughout the year, and sometimes I feel such gratitude for the chaos in the outside world, because I know that darkness must exist for the light to come forth. And when we see darkness in our outside world, just to bless it even more deeply, because from that there must be something truly beautiful that is ready to come into being from that. And it's something to be so grateful and excited for, because it's the light that comes forth from the dark. It's funny because it's a new moon today, so it's the darkest time of the month, but somehow today was beautiful. Like, it was so sunny and so warm. And it just makes me think the light and dark is just a paradox, and when there's paradox, there is truth. It's so magical. Grand rising, everyone. Oh, I'm so excited to wake up this morning. We're hosting Christmas, so I gotta get started on the sourdough this morning. And my brother Griffin is here, so I'm gonna try and convince him to jump in the lake with me.
¡Hasta! ¡Oh,
shirt off. I'm not cold. So I really do try to hand make all the gifts that I give and be intentional about the gifts that I'm giving to people. And I feel like I did a really good job this year. But it's funny because no matter how early you start making your gifts, somehow it always comes down to crunch time. Like, I was literally wrapping these the morning of Christmas Day. And my friend Miranda and I were sharing a meme that said, if you received a homemade gift from me this year, please know that halfway through it, it was no longer made with love. And I laughed because, yeah, that's so true. And then I took the time to learn to wrap things nicely this year, which was more of something fun for me and less of a need. But in hindsight, maybe I should have just taken the pressure off myself and not done that. Because yeah, this was me Christmas morning, very stressed, wrapping presents. But also, I will say, there is something special about handing someone a nicely wrapped present. It's like a finished piece of artwork. And if you're taking the time to make the gift, you might as well take the time to honor the presentation. I don't know, I'm just trying to justify it. I ended the year making 3 sets of these angry mittens, so I feel like that was somehow planned accordingly. But hey, sometimes that deadline pressure is so necessary. Also, I found out that brands like Walmart and Shein are selling their own angry mittens online, which I just want to say really quickly, please, please, please do your research whenever you're buying knit items. There are so many stolen designs from small fiber artists, and it truly is something that you just need to be aware of when you're buying knit items. It's sad, and I could talk your ear off about it for forever, but conscious purchasing is so important. As the year comes to a close, and with the Chinese New Year at the end of February, there's so much to celebrate. And if you can't find a single thing to celebrate your soul. The more we can do that, the more your connection to yourself grows, and the more that impacts the rest of the world. Just celebrate your soul as often as possible, because I am so grateful you're here. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next video.